Okay, friends, I'm very excited for this, so make sure I look at the camera this time. It's happening. Antony Blinken is back. So everyone's favourite guitar-playing politician has returned. The last video we did with him saw him playing at the White House at a International Music Day or something like that. This video did very, very well, so thank you for checking it out. And it turns out that for the whole gig, he had basically forgotten to plug himself in, or at least forgot to turn the volume up down here, which meant that he was playing blues that sounded like this.
Before I was born, gonna be a man-child coming, gonna be son of a gun, gonna make pretty women's.
Which you couldn't hear at all. This time, I'm delighted to say that he has remembered to turn on the guitar. Let's check this out.
They're fighting.
That is a tasty red guitar, by the way. That is epic. Let's just stop there and zoom in on that bad boy. Woo-wee! I mean, it's unfortunate that they're called F-holes, but the F-holes on that particular guitar always make it stand out. Nice and bright red, which is kind of why I'm wearing this, to be honest, today. Just remember that Antony Blinken's a lefty player, and he previously has used a lot of kind of beginner versions of chords, which is absolutely legitimate. You know, he plays his E chords with the first finger. He does... he's got a D in his library from what we've seen before, so let's see how he gets on today.
Free world is with you too. So
we've got subtitles on. Let's get rid of them. Okay. So we're in a E minor. I wonder what song he's playing here. He just says he's playing with a Ukrainian band in Kiev at a nightclub. Imagine that on the poster. So he's got an E minor here, and then a D, and then I think he does a C like this. C we have not seen from Antony Blinken before, so this is obviously an extra little skill he's got in his arsenal here. Let's take it on. I want to work out what the song is. So I'm just going to recommend this to Antony Blinken. If you're going to do that sequence and you want to spice it up a bit, you can leave the D note with a third finger. Just means that you can do a little bit less movement, and it sounds actually quite a little bit less messy, I would say. But anyway, let's crack on. We're zooming in now on his guitar technique. See, did you notice that in the right hand there? He's got a little bit of an up pick going on, so he has got a little bit of technique, which is pretty good for a major politician. Oh, I think we know the song, Rockin' in the Free World. Oh. I thought he was doing the solo, but it's that other guitarist. He seems to be playing something along those lines up here. Let's go back. Helpfully, we just can't see exactly what he's playing, but it's... There's a very cool bend there on the E. So there's some interesting stuff going on here, actually. Let's just wind it back a little bit. Right, I think that's the only time, I think we've come to the end of this very short video, but I think that's the only time that the chord sequence was played correctly. So it's supposed to be a G. Into an E minor at the end, so it should be. I mean, it's good to get it right by the final time. I think I saw an interesting chord shape as well. I've never seen this technique-wise. If we just zoom in on this G chord here, the Antony Blinken style G chord, instead of playing it like that, or even with the third finger and just muting that second string, he's doing it with a second finger, like this, and then open strings below that. I've never seen that arrangement before. It's actually quite an interesting one. I wouldn't have thought of it because I usually play it. I suppose it's one of the arrangements that you can use for a G, playing it like this. But you always see it with that second finger. I wonder why. Is it easier to go to the D? It can't be. No. It would be easier to do it like this. If he really wants the full C chord. Anyway, so that's Antony Blinken's version. I must say though, there's been a massive improvement since the last video we watched, which I urge you to check out up here, by the way, because this time round he has remembered to plug the guitar in and turn on the volume, which is absolutely key. So there we are. We've learnt a new shape of the Antony Blinken G chord as well. And that's how he plays it. I hope you enjoyed this little analysis of the Antony Blinken style. I'd love to know if he's done any more videos online of gigs or performances. He does seem to like playing the guitar. And maybe we'll do that song actually. Maybe we'll do Rockin' in the Free World as a tab on the channel in the future. If you'd like to see that, then do comment below. We are taking suggestions. Members kind of get the first pick of the songs that we record. And at the moment, we're right in the middle of an Appetite for Destruction tab fiesta, so we're going through the whole album and doing it in order, but there is space for other songs as well, so if you'd like to hear some of those, if you'd like to suggest some for the tabs, do sign up for membership. I think it's 99p a month, so it's not a huge amount, or just leave a comment below and we'll get to it as soon as we can. Anyway, I'm going to go and keep practicing this riff. And we'll see you in a different video. Peace out.